This Khan, and in the last video we had imported these links using a Excel file. So in this video, as we have the links already, so we will do the remaining planning steps. So let me start from one side and let's do it one by one, so that we can see that uh, what are the things that we usually see when planning link. If I zoom a bit out again, this is a kind of sample chain. If you see, this is a chain of sites which are these are randomly selected places, so there is no good connection. But just assume that, for example, this was a kind of city, and from this city you are bringing some road coverage or some other kind of sites. So if you have to plan these kind of sites, then we need to see that what are the issues that can be encountered. So because these are chained links, so we can just plan them one by one. But before actually starting, we need to do some kind of working from our main hub site, from where these chains will be starting. Because we have two ways. We can start from this side and start making links, or we can start from, for example, I'm just assuming that this site is our main, this site 034 is our main city site. So the only issue is that whenever we are planning for some company or some good operator, there should be some planning standards. For example, in most of the places that I worked, uh, the operator, it tells that its main data center or the main hub site, it should be a high site or a low site. There is not any big difference. I mean, if you make a site high or low, but it should be a kind of um, policy or a guideline, so that it becomes quite easy and you don't mess the things up. For example, if you know that all data centers or all main hub sites should be high, then the frequency planning becomes a bit easy. So assuming that I put this site as high, then this next site should be low. These, for example, just assume that we are connecting these three sites directly. This is also, we need to plan that what site should be directly connected and what site should be connected via another site. Because if I connect this site directly here and I see that this will become okay. I need to, okay, I need to download the files first. Okay, so the sites are downloaded. Let's generate the profile again. Okay, this is a 22.8 kilometer link, and this does not have a good, it does not seem to have a good profile as well. But we will see it later. Now, uh, assuming that what kind of frequencies we have. For example, just I will assume that we have a frequency of 18 gigahertz. So we will not try to plan a link which is like more than 20 kilometer or 20 kilometer in length. So we should avoid this. And this link also, you can see that this link is also not possible. This has a very high mountain in between. So our candidates, we are losing the candidates one by one. So this also we need to plan in some other way. Then let me try this one. So only thing to show in this video is that okay, this link is possible. We should be on a very high area. there is some water bodies in between, but hopefully they will not hurt us. So we will see that how what we will do, but this link generally looks good. Uh, 53 and 46. Okay, this is also because if we have a plantation here, this can also be a tricky link. But just for the time being, let it go. Let's make this one link. The other one, let's see. So if you see here, this link is also not possible. There are very high mountains in between. So you have seen right now, this was what I wanted to kind of convey. That initially we were planning that all these three sites will be directly connected, but we saw that it is not easy. And at this kind of place, let me take a bit zoom here. So for this kind of place, we have either one of the two options. One option is that we make the main hub site to this link, and so that at least it has two direct links on it. This site can be directly connected to only one site, and that also has a lot of water bodies in between. So when we are planning anything, we need to take the initial plan has to be very fast and very straightforward. Whenever you are doing initial meeting with the company with whom you are working, like here we can see that this link is quite possible. Only 27 and 30-meter heights are required, which are not too much. So this link is possible. So this working has to be done um, before making any kind of commitment for the design. Like you see, this link is still not possible. We will have to uh, we will have to change something. We cannot plan this link. So for this connectivity, either we need to introduce some repeater or some normal sites. Whenever you are doing your initial plan within your team or with your operator and you come out with some kind of similar problem, one way that, like we can see here, this is a kind of hill which has a height. So either we can ask them to plan a repeater on this hill if possible, or plan a intermediate site, because as we saw, this link is almost done. The distance is not too much. The issue is not the distance, but this link is not possible as we already saw. So one way is should be to either change this site to some high altitude area, or bringing this site to some place which has better coverage and better connectivity with the other sites. So initial plan has to do with a lot of changes and a lot of rework, and this link that we have already planned, I mean we have thought that we should plan it, this link could become a problem as well, because as you see there are almost three water bodies that this link has to cross. So this kind of link may be a problem in different type of weathers as well. This link has also to cross one body, but this is because it is very near to one of the site. If the water body is near to any one of the site, then it don't become a big problem. The problem happens if the water body is somewhere in between, or like for example, if you see this water body, this part of water is almost in between of these two. But we can see in the later videos that how we tackle these kind of areas. So what I wanted to say in the start about this frequency planning as well, I wanted to give you some idea that we should not plan frequency in the start. I mean, like for example, we should not make like if we know that this site is the data center, we can only plan this as high. But we should not start planning all the links, because if there's any rerouting and if you assign the frequencies in the start, then any rerouting will make you change the frequency plans as well. So generally what we do is that first we plan the normal connectivity end to end, and then we start with, just for example, if we have connected all the links and all the links we saw that the links are should be working fine, then we can start from here. We can make it high and then we can make it low, then the next one high and the next one low, and then we can go from a high low chain. So this is how we put the frequencies. But here, as we can see that finding the actual or the right candidate is also not very easy. This also takes a bit of time. So the simple link connectivity, or making a link connectivity, also needs some patience, and it also needs you to uh, go through again and again and again, and then you can come out with some uh, exact or something which is more practical. So I hope that this video will give you some idea that how we start the initial plan, how we see this. If you have any question or any comment, then please you can comment on the video. And if you like the video, please subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. So in the next video, we will see that how we do the next part. I mean, like here, we have assumed that the line of sight is okay, but still we see that this link does not look very clean, and this link is not possible. So hopefully I will try in the next video to give some solutions for these. Okay, goodbye.